Giving Banaszak the back. Slot right. Branch inside. Bradshaw, Stabler back. Here comes the rush. He sidesteps. Can he throw? He can't. The ball flipped forward is loose. A wild scramble. 2 seconds on the clock. Casper grabbing the ball. It is on the fumble. Casper has recovered in the end zone. The Oakland Raiders have scored on the most seamless, unbelievable, absolutely impossible dream of a play. Madden is on the field. He wants to know if it's real. They said yes. Get your big butt out of here. He does.
Welcome to the Ladies of Darkness, a member of the Crow's Nest Podcast Network.
Brought to you by DC4L Custom Tees and the Raider Ramble. Make sure you follow them to find our swag and some great content.
We love swag. Swag's good stuff.
Swag.
We have also, I guess we should probably talk about Johnny. Just Win Johnny.
Just Win Johnny.
Teaming up with the Crow's Nest Podcast Network as well, so check out his stuff. I don't know his website off the top of my head, but we'll go ahead and tag him.
Yeah. It's not that hard. Just Win Johnny.
Just Win
like
Johnny.
How many
it's
of those are there?
Yeah, exactly. It's pretty simple. So, yeah. Yay!
So buttons on your underwear.
That's right. I don't have any buttons on my underwear. What kind of underwear do people wear that they got buttons? I guess that's from a long time ago, huh?
I think they mean like your long underwear.
It's the butt flap on your long underwear, I think.
Yeah. Or
is it like the front thing?
The front? I guess it could be either. I have a pair of panties that have like 2 buttons on the front that are for decoration, but
yeah, those aren't functional. I wouldn't even sew them back on if they fell off.
No, me neither.
It seems like a waste of pretty much everything. Time, string, whatever. Dulling your needle. All right, what's today on the show? What are we doing? It's been an exciting week. 2 weeks.
It has been. So, obviously, this week on the show, we're going to be talking about the draft.
Yay! We'll try to keep it short, but it was a really exciting draft.
That was fun.
It was so much fun.
I actually have PTSD from that weekend. Not because of the draft, but I was on call at work, and
yeah, you just kind of like straight disappeared Friday.
That was the worst weekend of my life.
Oh.
But I'm
terrible.
here.
But you're here. You survived. See?
I did.
You have still, to this date, survived 100% of your bad days.
I have. And I ended up quitting my job because of it.
But you got a new job. You have a new job.
I did.
A better job. Tell us about it.
Well, we shall see. I don't know yet. It's a new company. I'll be one of like the head people of the company. I sound like a head person when I call myself a head people.
You do. You sound very professional.
Yeah, I don't know like my specific job title, but I'm going to be creating my own team and creating my own plan and everything. So it's pretty much the same job, the same field, but I just get to start it from scratch, I guess.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's the best
thing.
How it goes. You know who started a team from scratch and is doing pretty damn good with it? Can you think of anybody?
Us?
Big Cock Mayock.
I knew you were going to say that.
Well, we did too. We were meant to be. But
did you see? I saw this guy on Twitter today that said that if the Raiders win the Super Bowl, he's going to tattoo Mike Mayock's ball sack on his forehead.
I did see that. And then our good friend Sean, Oahu Sean, Or is he a Wahoo Raider?
Wahoo Raider.
A Wahoo Raider. Sean 808.
Sean 808.
There we go. He said that he was going to go ahead and tattoo Big Cock Mayock on his lower back. He's going to go ahead and get Mayock's tramp stamped right on his back. That's awesome.
Yep.
That is something to really strive for right now, Raiders. Let's do this.
Well, if that happens, I'm gonna hold them to that.
Oh, me too. We have to screenshot this.
I already did. It's
Okay.
in my what's that called? It's in my bookmarks in Twitter.
Okay, you're gonna have to show me how to bookmark stuff, because you know
Okay.
I'm still really Twitter stupid.
Yeah, it's pretty easy. You click on the little down arrow.
Well,
and
let's
then
not do
there's,
it now. Let's do
Okay.
it later. Unless the rest of the people in the world need a Twitter lesson. If you do,
Maybe
just go ahead and tweet to Jenny, and we'll get you taken care of.
So WebRoot is scanning my system and analyzing my hardware. Apparently, it thinks you're a threat.
Am I a threat?
I don't know.
Apparently, I've been a threat a couple of times in the last few weeks. I've been blocked, I think, 2 or 3 times.
You're such an ass.
I'm not an ass. I'm honest, and I come with facts, okay? People don't like that. And that's okay.
You come with assholishness.
Assholishness, that's a side of asshole with the facts as the main course. You know, if you're not a dick to me, I'm not a dick to you.
That's true.
Generally.
Most of the time.
Sometimes.
Like that poor girl who said podcasts suck.
Oh, Karen from finance. Karen,
from finance. What are you doing?
what are you doing? I don't know. She's crazy. And then she yells, "My name's not Karen!" I'm like, but your name is Karen from finance. But
She doesn't know. She doesn't know.
I'm so confused. Whatever. Anyways, plus we're going to do a brand new edition of the Heidi game with Miss Kevlar Prom Dress. So let's get into it. We might as well just go because we got a lot of shit to cover today.
Yeah, we do.
We're going
And
to
I
do
gotta
our
get
very
done.
best to get it through. You got to get what now?
I gotta get it done. I
gotta-
gotta get this done.
Do you?
You know, so, well, tomorrow is Cinco de Mayo.
Mm-hmm.
It's my grandfather's birthday. May he rest in peace.
Uh-huh.
It will always be my grandfather's birthday.
Well,
I don't
of course. Yeah.
care. And then it's my daughter's birthday. So, got a lot going on tomorrow.
What a good
and
day.
I haven't wrapped anything yet.
You're
Yeah.
procrastinating?
What?
I don't
No, not
understand what
me.
is going on right now.
I don't know. I've never procrastinated in my life.
No. Mm-mm. We don't have any recorded conversations at all that proves you procrastinated around Christmas time or anything like that. By the way, I have to say to my 2 girls, thank you very much for the birthday presents. Jenny got me a whole gang of Starburst, which are my favorite fruity candies. And she also got me a gift card to Red Walmart. Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
I even put Red Walmart on the gift card.
It was amazing. Amaze balls. And our other cohort, Heidi, got me a T-shirt with a Raider shield and a bulldog for Fresno and a big old Derek Carr number 4 on the back.
Yay.
It was awesome. So I'm so happy to have the wonderful women in my life that I do. Speaking of women in our lives, next weekend, what are we doing next weekend on the show?
Next weekend is Mother's Day.
Yay!
So we are going to have our daughters on. We talked about this, I don't know how long ago. It's been a long time because Andrea already forgot.
Well, you know who didn't forget?
I didn't. Oh, no, wait. The daughters.
Your kid didn't forget.
My kid didn't forget. She's brought it up every week since then. I can't wait till Mother's Day. It's like November. Can't wait till Mother's Day. I get to be on your show. Except she called it a broadcast, not a podcast.
Oh, okay.
Can't wait to be on your broadcast.
Your broadcast. That's really cute. I
Yep.
gotta say, that's
So-
adorable.
That's happening next week.
Yep, we're gonna have our kids on. We will try to clean it up. My kid hears me curse all the time. She doesn't care.
My kid does too, so.
We'll try to clean it up
tried-
in case you want your kids to listen. No promises. But
All right. So
so, are we ready?
let's move on.
Let's move on.
Yeah, let's do some team news here.
All right, here we go. Team news.
Touchdown, Raiders!
So the draft started on
It showed in.
April 25th.
Man, was it really that long ago?
I just
guess
need
it
to
wasn't that-
confirm. Good Lord, was that the right date? It was.
Yeah.
25th, round 1, and guess what the Raiders did?
We picked some people.
Boom, killed it. I think we killed it. We got 3 first-round picks, and I think we knocked each one of them out of the park.
We did okay.
We did all right.
We did Mm-hmm. So we
So
had
who'd we pick?
We had pick number 4 here. Mm-hmm. Which I'm not complaining about at all.
No.
No. So for our pick in the draft, our first pick, we got Clellan Ferrell.
Cleland. We did learn that his
Oh,
name is Cleland.
Cleland. Okay.
Cleland Farrell. Yes.
It's Farrell. It's not Ferrell.
It's Farrell. I mean,
Clellan Farrell.
Cleland Farrell.
Cleveland. I'm not going to say that. Nope.
Clee. Just call him Clee.
I straight up refuse. I'm
quit.
gonna call him Clem Dog.
All right,
He's from Clemson, and that's his name to me.
All right. Whatever. It's all good.
So, as I discussed weeks ago, I was looking forward to drafting him. I wanted him.
Yeah.
I do feel like it was a bit of a reach in the first round, first pick, everything we got. But whatever. We got him, and I'm happy about that.
I don't think it's a reach.
You don't think it's a reach?
He was the number 1 defensive end in the country last year. Where's our biggest need on defense? Rushing. Edge rushing. We need pass rushers. Because pass rushers are hard to find. That seems to be the AFC West motto. Good pass rushers are hard
The
to
argument
find.
is that he would have been there in the second or third round.
No, he would not have been there in the second or third round. He may have been there by the mid-first round. But we didn't have anybody to trade with. Mayock said that he tried to entertain offers. People wouldn't give him anything that he was willing to trade for, and nobody wanted to deal. So they took Farrell at 4, and I don't think we could have done any better. This man, watching him on film, not only playing the game but talking about the game. I watched the interview that Lincoln Kennedy did with him, had him on the film room, broke down film. It was amazing. This man lives, eats, breathes football, and he is the epitome of a leader. I mean, he's already trying to ingratiate himself to everybody on the team, everybody on the staff. I mean, he's very concerned about making sure that he's a good fit. And that's really important. I think that's a huge indicator of his willingness, his dedication to play.
Yes, I agree with you there.
So,
our next pick number 24, Josh Jacobs, running back from Alabama.
boom. Huge.
My favorite part about Josh Jacobs is that before we drafted him, I saw his name up there, and I was like, holy crap, I hope we draft Josh Jacobs so I can sing this song.
Oh, God.
You know what song I'm talking about?
Yes, I do.
Josh Jacobs, Jingleheimer Schmidt. His name is my name.
That's enough.
Ah.
No more of
Amazing.
that. That's enough. No.
I was told that's a reach because it's John Jacob, but you know what? I don't care because that's all I can think about when I hear his name.
Okay. Whatever reason you like him, that's fine with me. I don't care. I think he's
Shut up.
perfect. Because you know what one of the other big areas that we needed was?
A running back.
Running backs. We were
Yeah.
getting crazy thin at running back. And especially after the unfortunate incident, Isaiah Crowell tore his ACL. Was it his ACL or was it his Achilles, I believe. Yeah, it was his Achilles, I think. Anyways, he is on IR. We were going to talk about that later, but this ties right in. So there you go. So yeah, the running back was a huge need. We didn't know at the time he was going to break something, but he did. And fortunately, we have Doug Martin back.
That's
So
good.
all of that was with pick 24-ish.
Yep. Do we need to like mention like beast mode here? Like,
Well, I guess we can't. I mean, beast mode's going to be. He was planning on retiring. Then this came up. Crowell hurt himself. Doug Martin was re-signed, and beast mode was apparently, or I guess there was a report that he said that he would re-sign with the Raiders if they wanted him. Now, the Raiders have said in the past, and granted this was before draft, so anything's possible and things could have changed, that the door's always open for Marshawn, that he's always welcome. And I truly believe that. I still think that Marshawn, regardless of what you people may think of him, he's a great guy. He's a great leader. He is an incredibly inspirational person. He's incredibly instrumental in the Oakland community for, helping less fortunate people, get things they need. If that's not embodying what Raiders want, then I don't know what is.
I don't know.
So I think that if beast mode had at least a third down run in him every game, which I am certain he does, I think Gruden will jump on it. I think Mayock would jump on it in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
So.
I would hope so.
So would I.
But, all right. Okay, let's move on. Pick number 27. We took Jonathan Abram, safety from Mississippi State.
What do you think of this kid?
I think he's pretty awesome.
I love him. And do you know what my favorite part about him is? It's not even on the field. It's all the crap that he gives Gruden already.
Oh, yeah, that's
Starting
amazing.
from the phone call. It's like, I'm going to light your ass up, coach. That cracked me up. And then he's taking pictures. He took a little Instagram video of Gruden in the gym, pumping those 35s. Doing all the cheesing. That picture of him and... Who was the other guy that was on there? Was it Trayvon Mullen? It might have been. I don't know. But
Might have been.
Him and another rookie and Gruden all posing. Just... I'm loving this team.
That was cute. Yeah.
I love this team. So
it's exciting. It really is. That brings us to our next pick in round 2, 40 overall, Trayvon Mullen.
Speaking
from
of,
Clemson. We got a lot of Clemson players this year.
We did. We just used that as our farm team.
Doesn't make me angry.
Nope, not at all. Can't go wrong with getting, college football champions. The national champions. That's the word I'm trying to find.
There you go.
I'm like, it's not the world champions. We might as well be the world. So we ended up with 3 picks in round 4. We got Mad Max Crosby. He's another defensive end. Isaiah Johnson, a cornerback. Got to solidify that secondary even more because that was our other weakest possible area. Foster Moreau, a tight end from LSU, apparently a huge upside. Hunter Renfrow, they call him Third and Renfrow. He was in round 5. He was our round 5 pick, and then we had to wait until round 7, which was fine. We picked up Quentin Bell. All the draft picks from the 4th round or later have already signed their 4-year contracts with the club, which is fantastic. We like to hear that. The remaining 4 draftees should be signed this coming week. The Raiders also selected... Here's the big deal. This is the big deal. No QBs were drafted in the making of this draft.
We're drafted in the making of this draft.
In the making of this team. I don't know. Somehow in there that was a joke.
Well,
so, what does that tell you, Jenny?
It tells me that we have our franchise quarterback and people can just suck a dick.
You know whose dick they can suck?
For real. Let's see. Gruden's, Mayock's, Carr's, mine, yours.
Yeah. All of those.
All of them.
All of them. Every single one.
When they announced our first pick and it was Cleland or whatever the fuck you call him.
Cleland.
I jumped off my couch. My dog was jumping up in the air. We were so excited because we did not draft a quarterback.
I think we're going to end up getting a real good end of that deal. I really do.
Yeah.
We got a quarterback. He's got weapons now.
Yes. And he will have a good season.
Let's watch him thrive. Okay?
So
Let's do it.
I had this dream last night. I'm not even going to call it a dream. I'm going to call it a nightmare. I had a nightmare last night. We signed a quarterback. We made him the starter. And we got rid of Carr.
That is a nightmare.
I woke up and was like super terrified that it happened in real life and I had to like check. Well,
I'm glad it wasn't true.
Me too.
I'm surprised you didn't call me at like 3 a.m. my time.
Oh my
God, I don't know what happened. Am I missing any news? Did something happen?
What happened?
No,
yeah, I almost
nothing.
did, but
It's
I
all
figured it out.
Well, it's all okay. Don't worry. Derek Carr is still Derek Carr.
Yeah, forever. He will forever.
Let's see, what else? Let's get through all these Jesus, there's a lot. Okay, so we signed a lot of undrafted free agents too. This is going to be a lot of fun because this means there is competition on top of competition on top of competition. We are going to get us the best possible crop of free agents, undrafted rookies. Yeah. Anyways.
All right. I'm gonna run through this list.
You go through that, yeah.
Let's go. Okay, starting this list off, we've got Tavon Coney, linebacker from Notre Dame. Lester Cotton Sr., a guard from Alabama. That name just made me laugh.
It makes me laugh every time I see it too. I don't know why.
I don't either. Keelan Doss, wide receiver. Is that University of California? Like, I don't know what that means.
Just UC Davis.
UC Davis? Koa Farmer? A linebacker from Penn State? Alec Ingold? I can't do this.
Alec Ingold, a fullback from Wisconsin. We also picked up Andre James, a tackle from UCLA. Dylan Mabin, cornerback from Fordham. Wish me luck on this. Lucas McNeil, a guard from Louisville. Keyshawn
I think
Nixon.
you did that great.
Thank you. Keyshawn Nixon, cornerback from South Carolina. And Tyler Former, tackle from San Diego. That name kind of bothers me. Tyler Former. Is there going to be a Tyler Ladder later? Something?
Probably. There should be.
Anyways. All right. So those are all of our big time. That's all of our draft. That's what happened in draft. We also had some other things that happened.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Some of our other additions, we already kind of talked about this, but running back Doug Martin has re-signed with the Raiders due to Isaiah Crowell injury. Did I say that wrong again?
Crowell.
Fuck, I can't even talk. Shut up.
Jenny's had some beers.
Due to the Isaiah Crowell injury. Yes, I've had like a few dozen today. I went golfing.
Yeah. Good times.
So some of our losses, tight end Lee Smith has been released from the team. That makes me a little bit sad there.
Boo. I'm really upset about that.
Yeah, we need some tight ends up in here.
We have a ton of tight ends. Okay, let's not get that twisted.
But who?
We've got, let's see. We got, what's his name? Carrier. We got like 6 of them. I don't know.
Derek Carrier.
We got that other dude that's not Marcel Aitman. The one I always mix up with Marcel Aitman. I'm not good at names. Why do we do this? Why?
I don't know. I don't know why I asked you.
We just drafted one too.
Don't know.
We're going to learn the names before these guys come up because they'll matter this year. Last year they didn't really. We had like 3rd string tight ends that were playing for like a game. It was only because we had nothing else. We're going to have a good stable of tight ends though.
Yes.
However,
maybe.
it's not going to include Lee Smith, which is really sad for me.
That is really sad. Or my guy Cook, but, we already went there.
Yeah.
We also, we lost Isaiah Crowell.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Due to his torn Achilles. Look, it says right here.
It is. I was right. It was Achilles.
Yep. And running back James Butler, linebacker Kason Collins, wide receiver Rashard Davis, Cameron Hunt. I don't want to go through all these.
Well, you skipped a big one.
I don't know how to say people's names.
Scout. Talk about that scout.
Oh, the scout, Riley McKenzie. Did I say that right?
Well, yeah.
He's been released. Oh my gosh.
What?
Nothing. I'm like having an aneurysm. Many other scouts will be joining him as the Raiders rebuild the scouting department, but yeah, that was a big deal there.
Yeah, the big deal was that he was still there. Mm-hmm. That to me was shocking.
Yeah.
So, props to Mayock for using them to the last drop and then getting rid of them.
Oh, these poor guys.
Well
done. I don't know how to say that person's name. I'm not even going to attempt to.
What person?
The wide receiver, DeMornay Pearsonell. Oh, I said it just fine.
That is exactly how you say it.
I said it just fine. They were all released after the draft. Or UDFA signings.
After rookie minicamp started this past Friday, May 3rd, was it the 3rd? 3rd, 4th, 5th? Gruden made some announcements as to the upcoming season regarding specifically, this was the big one, the offensive line, which we were all concerned about. For the upcoming season, Colton Miller will be starting again at left tackle, and Trent Brown, our new offensive tackle, acquired this offseason. Thank you, Patriots. Will start at right tackle. Gabe Jackson will remain at right guard. And the left guard position will be up for grabs. Obviously, Rodney Hudson, stalwart, the middle of the line, never going anywhere, I hope. Please, God, don't let Rodney Hudson go anywhere, ever. I will riot. I don't care what anybody says. I will riot. I will bring every single woman in the world, every single Raiderette. Oh, we're not allowed to say that. Every single female Raider fan. We're all coming for you if anybody ever thinks about getting rid of Rodney Hudson.
I feel like you said this about Mac.
No. I did not say this about Mac.
Okay.
I would have rioted just for me, but I mean, there's nothing we could have done. It's over.
Right.
So yeah, we're going to see what happens with that left guard position. I'm excited to see this because as it has been stated several times this past week to refute some of the ridiculous, antiquated notions that the quote-unquote weak side or blind side is the important side to protect. Pass rushers, especially in the AFC West, come from the right tackle position. They line up over the right tackle on a regular basis. Also, there are pairs of pass rushers in the AFC West division that are disgustingly good at what they do. You can have one on top of another. You can have a dual threat, one on each side. You can have them come in from any possible direction, and it's going to hurt. So you need good guys on both sides of the line.
All I could think of when you were talking was that's what she said. Sorry. That was an amazing rant, and all I could think of was childish things to say.
I can't believe how rude you are sometimes. My God.
I'm sorry.
My God, woman.
That's what she said.
I think that's what he said.
Maybe.
Oh, goodness. Okay. So, anyways, that's my rant on whatever, I guess.
I love it.
Linemen.
I love it.
I don't ever say enough good things about offensive linemen because they are, in my opinion, if not the most important, I think they're the most important. Who's going to do that job? Where's everybody else going to go? You can't have 8 running backs up there
Right.
And 2 tight ends and a quarterback. I mean, that doesn't work.
You need to protect your quarterback.
Your quarterback has to be upright, as we noticed last year with the 51 sacks that Mr. Derek Carr took. Unfortunately.
Poor guy.
Yeah.
And defense does not win championships.
Not anymore.
Offensive lines do.
You know what? You're not absolutely wrong. You're not. That's really funny. So I guess let's go ahead and move on.
Yes, on that note, let's move to news outside the nation.
Here we go.
To satisfy your passing fancy with the rest of the league, here's the news outside the nation.
Whatever.
I think this is kind of still news inside the nation, but since he moved on last year.
Oh, this is news inside the nation forever.
Absolutely. Sebastian Janikowski has decided to hang up his cleats. We're going to miss you, Seabass.
I love you.
We love the crap out of you, man. Dude.
You don't even know.
We remember when you were drafted. Your Jenny's like, tell us, Jenny.
You're
I know
my
this story.
favorite. You're my first Raider that has been with me since the beginning of my fandom as a Raider fan.
There was a question going around. Well, you know, who was the player that made you a Raiders fan? And Seabass, I think we can safely say you were the one that made Jenny a Raiders fan.
Yeah, that's true.
It's amazing. But you're going to be missed, bro. I hope that we can do what the Chiefs just did with Jamal Charles and sign a 1-day contract so they can retire as Raiders. Just that little honorary kind of, you know.
That would be amazing because, 17 years?
17 years.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Did I tell you my Janikowski airport story?
No.
I didn't.
I didn't even know there was such a thing.
It's because it's not really a thing, but it's a thing. So.
Make up your mind, lady.
Well, I can't believe I haven't told you the story, but I was at the Dallas airport, and we were in this like restaurant bar thing there, getting a drink, and I see this guy, and I was like, holy shit, that guy looks like Janikowski, and he's wearing a Raiders shirt. It was like a plain gray shirt with like a little tiny Raider symbol on it. And I was like, that has to be Janikowski. Like, I don't know why he's here, but that's Janikowski. Like, it has to be. And I heard him talking. Like, he had his accent and everything. So I went up to him, and I was like, are you Janikowski? And he was like, what? And I was like, are you Sebastian Janikowski? Like, from the Raiders. And he was like, huh? Who? And I was like, you're wearing a Raider shirt? And he was like, oh, I wear this for fashion. And I was like, oh, okay, never mind. And I walked away. But like, that was the weirdest thing ever. Like, he wears it for fashion. Like, it's super cool to have like Raiders gear on, apparently.
Yes. Well, what did you wear golfing today, Jenny?
Well, I always have Raiders gear on, but like, I don't wear it for fashion. I wear it because I like to represent my team.
But it's still
Plus, it's
fashionable,
awesome.
It
It is. But like, if you don't know who
amazing.
the Raiders are, like, where do you get that? Maybe he got it like a thrift store or something. Like,
Could be. I don't know.
he was clearly not from our country. Like, he barely spoke English. But he looked like Janikowski, and I was super excited for like about 5 minutes.
Well, that's cool. So we'll miss you, Seabass. But now we're going to officially get to the news outside the nation. That was still nation news, damn it. This was really stupid, and this was really funny, and I want to know what you think of this. Kyler Murray did, in fact, go number 1 overall in the draft to the Cardinals. Is anybody shocked?
No, I kind of saw that coming from a mile away, but also, like, poor Josh Rosen.
I feel kind of bad for the dude.
I know. Did you see all his, like, videos on Twitter? They were kind of cute.
I saw the one of him wishing everybody good luck and thanking Arizona and blah, 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 and then asking Kyler if he needs a place to live.
Yeah.
Because he
I've got a nice 2-bedroom house and blah, or something.
Yeah,
like
whatever it is. But that was the only one I saw.
Yeah. I think he did another one when he got to Florida
Probably.
or something. I don't know.
Quit saying
Sorry. Let me take a shot here. I'm supposed to do a shot every time
You're
I say
supposed to, but you've missed like 83.
You know what's funny? I notice every time someone else says now, like when I'm working or something, I hear it constantly. And then I think, oh, you should take a shot.
Time for a shot. That would be an interesting workplace. Take another
would
shot.
be.
You just said again.
I said again. I was gonna say is like it's what I say when I have something super important to say. Just kidding. I don't know. Is my word. Mom's the word. The word. All right, moving on from that.
I thought the bird was the word. Never mind. Just kidding.
Well, bird.
Stop it.
No.
Stop it.
I can't picture. I can't hear that without picturing Peter Griffin dancing.
No. Neither can I.
Anywho, is that better than Anywho.
No. Anywho is, yes. Much better.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, let's move off of the ums.
Okay, I was just gonna keep talking about Kyler Murray, but I can't do it without saying because I don't have much to say about him. I think that fucking shit. He's a good quarterback. He's like 3 feet tall. I hate you, Andrea. Why don't you just talk for a minute?
He is going to die. That's what I'm worried about. I'm seriously concerned that he's going to die.
He's going to get smushed.
Yeah. He's not a big guy. He is very small. He's 5'9". You can tell me he's 5'10" if you want, but you're lying. He's 5'9". He weighs 200 pounds, which is relatively tiny for a quarterback. Now, he is built like a brick shithouse. The dude was barely fitting into his suit. I felt bad for his tailor because that is a lot of work to do. However, now you got me saying, damn it, Jenny. Damn it, Bobby. You were so fired. Do you know that? So I guess this is a fit that they wanted. We'll see. My problem is they drafted weapons for him, but their O-line was not good last year. Josh Rosen, I think, got sacked like 53 times or so, something like that. It was
pretty much
a damn lot, okay? And he's like 4 inches taller than Kyler Murray.
Mm-hmm.
I am so concerned for this kid. I am so
maybe
concerned.
Since he's so short, he can like move in and out quickly and like run around and get out of giant guys'
That's what they're hoping for. I don't know. This is what Jalen Richard does, how he eludes people.
Yeah.
He just kind of goes down between people.
4'10".
4'10". Actually, they are just about the same size. Richard's a little bit lighter, but they're about the same height.
Oh. Well, I'm excited to see what he can do. I'm excited to see how this season goes for him.
Yeah, it'll be interesting.
We talked so much crap about what the fuck is his name? The Kermit the Frog guy.
Oh, Patrick Mahomes?
Patrick the Frog, yes.
Patrick the Frog.
And then he like
Beaker.
Beaker, yeah.
Mimi,
Patrick the Frog here. And then he like went and tore it up, but I think he's like a 1-season wonder, so we'll see.
We'll see. They don't have a defense again. Their defense is just terrible on paper. They traded in 3 pass rushers for 1. Sorry, Kansas City, but that does not make you better. Frank Clark does not save Dee Ford and Justin Houston, and I mean that you got worse. Let's be real.
Well, let's move on to the Chiefs here for a minute.
Yeah, let's do this. Here's another reason the Chiefs aren't going to be as good this year.
Yeah. So, as you've probably heard, because it's everywhere, Tyreek Hill remains under investigation in relation to alleged domestic violence incidents and abuse allegations involving his 3-year-old son, which super fucking sucks. And it pisses me off that people are still, like, arguing Raiders versus Chiefs, like which team is better, but it shouldn't be an argument about that. Like Chiefs fans shouldn't be sticking up for Tyreek Hill just because he plays for the Chiefs. Like I don't get that at all. It pisses me off.
Just be silent on the matter.
Yeah.
If you don't want to argue against your one of your your players, just be silent on the matter. The problem here is if this was a guy that was on the street, what would happen?
He would be done.
He'd be in jail. Right now,
Correct.
he would be in friggin' jail. This is a young black man. He'd be in jail. Tell me I'm
sure.
wrong. Can anybody tell me I'm wrong? This is a man who, I mean, police would look at him and say, all right, you've been accused. We're throwing your ass in jail until we get the facts. Hate to say it. Hate to even live in this kind of country. But them's the facts, unfortunately. We live in a world right now where the color of your skin does determine justice sometimes. If this guy wasn't rich, if he wasn't a big, huge, famous star, that benefit of the doubt is gone. And you know it, and I know it, and everybody else knows it. If you don't think that, you're probably lying to yourself. Let's be real about this. And his girlfriend, who is just as big a piece of shit, neither of them should have kids. This kid should be taken away and given to a family that will take care of him.
Yeah, it's not fair.
If you have not listened to the audio tape, it's disgusting. It literally made me sick. I was literally queasy. I mean, my stomach turned.
I couldn't actually listen to it. I didn't. I clicked on it and then I went out. I couldn't listen to it.
It's disgusting. And then he came out with this 4-page letter of blah, blah, blah. Tyreek never admitted to anything. And that nicely, wonderfully worded text message exchange between him and his girlfriend, quote unquote. Tyreek, I understand, blah, blah, blah. I mean, this was the most Oxford checked, Merriam-Webster's dictionary confirmed text message exchange I have ever seen in my life. It was punctuated perfectly.
Shit.
Oh my God. There is no way that either of those two wrote that text message exchange. Not a chance in hell. Oh, good times.
Goodness.
Anyways, so
Someone-
Tyreek.
Yeah, they paid a lot of people, or they paid a lot of money to someone to do that.
Yep. You know this. So hopefully he'll be
did
gone
see-
soon. I don't care about him being on the Chiefs. I don't care if he was on any team. He should be in jail. Look at all the outrage that came from the Kareem Hunt, the Ray Rice incident, the Adrian Peterson incident. This is worse than all of those.
Yeah.
This,
I did see a report saying that he might still be somewhere this year. I'm hoping that was not true, but
yeah, it's going to remain to be seen. We have to wait and see
yeah.
what the investigation turns up and what they decide to do.
Yeah.
But
Well,
state of Kansas, I got to say, I'm really disappointed in you.
yeah, you suck.
Not making yourselves look good right here.
No.
Anyways,
F the Chiefs. Moving on from the scumbag, let's
Moving
talk
on.
about something else.
let's talk about a guy who's not a scumbag. I hate to say it because
Yeah.
he's on one of the teams I just
Even
hate the most.
So he's a little bit annoying.
Yeah, but
Russell, what?
annoying is fine.
That's okay. Yep. 90% of the people in my family are annoying, but there's still people and they're here.
Yeah. There's still people and they're here. Nice.
My goodness. Anywho, so Russell Wilson has signed a new contract with the Seahawks, making him the highest paid NFL player with an average annual contract of $35 million per season.
Didn't we say this was going to
Holy
happen?
crap. Yeah.
Didn't we say
Do you-
like this is how the market goes, people?
Do you remember when Carr got his $25 million?
Yeah.
And that was like insane, and now all of a sudden we're at $35 million.
Just 2 short years ago this happened.
Yeah, what
Like,
the crap?
Yeah.
They could not let Carr be the highest paid quarterback for long.
It lasted 5 minutes because Matthew Stafford came
Yeah.
in like immediately and boom.
Yeah.
28
Did
million
you
a year
see-
or whatever it was.
Did you see what Tom Brady said?
No.
He is the 17th highest paid quarterback, and he said, it's okay because my wife makes a lot of
Oh
money.
yeah. I'm a kept man, and I don't care.
Right? That cracked me up. Because
Yeah.
whatever his $20 million isn't enough a year.
Right. So good news for Russell. Congratulations. Seahawks, you guys got a really good quarterback.
Yeah, you do.
Really good quarterback.
And he was pretty high up on your thirst list, wasn't he?
He was. He's a good looking dude.
We're going to have to do a new one this year. There's a lot of new people out there.
I guess. I thought we were going to do wide receivers or something.
We could.
We're going to pick. You know what? That's a good poll. Let's have a poll.
Okay.
Who would you like to see the Ladies of Darkness do on a thirst list?
Quarterbacks, running backs, wide receivers, defense.
Kickers.
Oh, the ugliest looking men in football.
Oh, that's funny.
Uh,
So yeah, we'll put that up on the Twitter, the thing, and the Facebook. And can you do that on Instagram? I don't even know how Instagram works.
I don't know how.
I don't even know how to open it. There's a button. I push the button. Things pop up, and I'm like, I can't navigate this shit. Heidi! Fix it! All right. Moving on.
So, speaking of Patty Mahomes, Patrick the Frog here.
Patrick the Frog here.
He will be on the next cover of Madden.
Woo!
So let's hope that curse is true.
Well, I don't ever wish anybody any harm. I really don't.
No,
Except
I
for
don't.
maybe Tyreek Hill. I hate to say that, but you know what? You break a kid's arm, you punch him in the chest as discipline. You deserve a punch in the nuts repeatedly for at least 5 minutes. I'm good with that. But anyways, Patrick Mahomes, he's a good kid. However, if he happens to lose his number one wide receiver, I'm not going to be hurt. I count that as part of this curse.
Hopefully Madden is better this coming year than it was last year, because it sucked.
Did it?
Yeah, it did.
I'm sorry.
I think it just gets worse every year, honestly. But
It might. Anyways.
so Mark bought me an Antonio Brown jersey. And it was like my normal size, whatever. I tried it on, and it was like the size of a tiny child.
Did it come from somewhere in China?
It did.
Okay, that's why.
It did. And
They're smaller over
I
there.
was like, where the hell did you get this? And he like wouldn't tell me, and he was like some website from China. And I was like, you know that like they measure these off like Asian people who are super tiny.
Do it again. This is wrong.
Yeah, like it can't fit over my head. Like really?
Yeah.
Anywho,
I totally knew that's where it came from too.
right?
Like, okay, I'm sorry. I have boobs. These have to fit in here somehow, but you're not giving me any room.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
they don't even fit through the head hole. Like,
Moving on. Do you want me to do these last two?
Sure, yeah, go for it.
Some good news. Steelers linebacker Ryan Shazier, who was nearly paralyzed 18 months ago, during a game was able to get married. And he was able to dance at his wedding this week.
That's
When-
amazing.
Isn't it? I love it. When he was first injured, they really were even hoping that he could walk again. I mean, this is outstanding. I am so
Definitely.
happy to hear that. That's one of the best things I think we can say. Like, that was a nasty injury. I don't know if anybody missed it. If you missed it, just take our words for it. Don't watch it. It was ugly. One of the super fans, oftentimes on the draft, some super fans are asked to come and do one of the draft picks. And one of the big super fans on Twitter, Buffalo Bills super fan Pancho Villa, or Bila, however you want to say it. It should be Villa. He's known and respected throughout the league, not even just Bills fans. I know of him. Heidi knows of him. Most people do. He was unable to attend the draft to name the Bills' first selection as he was placed in hospice care due to his cancer diagnosis, so we are keeping him in our thoughts, prayers. Please look him up on Twitter. There are some things you can do to help or even just to send your well wishes. Pancho Villa.
That's so sad.
It is. It's really tough because he's always been a real good interaction on Twitter. He's a positive guy.
Yeah.
He's happy. He seems like a really nice guy, and that's the kind of guy we want to interact with. Those are the fans from other fandom bases that we like.
Yeah.
So get
Not
well
all
soon.
assholes.
Hopefully, he will pull through this, and we will keep our thoughts with him. Definitely.
Yes. If you want to get your 2 cents in, now's the time. Here's the number, 802-328-1867.
And I don't think we got any calls this week. If we did, I
Oh,
apologize.
bummer.
I have not been notified by Google, and we will catch it next week. But
If you
coming
haven't
up
called
soon,
us, call us. It's fun.
Yeah, we answer people. We like to listen to y'all. And now it's time for this week's edition of the Heidi Game. Heidi!
Hello, Andrea. Hello,
Who?
Jenny.
You need to
Hey,
stop,
Heidi.
stop it with that name.
What?
Ingria.
Isn't that what I said?
No. Y'all dropping my government name and shit?
I know, I did it too.
Okay.
Shit.
Everybody's fired. Everybody. Anyways, moving on. Heidi!
Yes,
Heidi,
ma'am.
Heidi. What do you got for us this week? Because we're very excited.
I am very excited to talk about the draft because it's kind of been a really big thing that the Raiders have done.
It was kind of a big deal, yeah.
Yeah, it's a huge deal for a lot of teams in the NFL and a lot of their fans. But none of them kicked ass as we did. because
Agreed.
We did better than everyone else.
We murdered that draft.
Yeah, we did.
It was our best draft in a long time.
We slayed it.
I think it was our best draft since the 60s.
So a really long time.
Yeah.
So,
Anywho.
yeah, I thought it was pretty awesome. There was like so many individual players that I could focus on and probably will still keep focusing on time after time after time. But, a few of them to start just got me really excited.
So who were your big ones? Well, I think I know the biggest one
Yes.
because you and Jenny were actually both very excited.
Yes. Cleveland Farrell.
Jenny's over there hiccuping still.
Fuck off.
Can't stop laughing.
I will try to edit out your hiccups, okay?
Don't bother.
You don't need
It's
to
funny.
edit out my hiccups.
It's hilarious.
Funny. It proves that I drink too much, and it's why I can't talk and messed up 400 times.
It's her punishment.
Yeah, and yours.
And mine. Yep, that's true.
Angry and I don't drink, but we're both being punished by your drinking.
Exactly.
See? Yep. That's damn true. All right. Heidi, let's get back to the draft. Just the draft is over, but Jenny's hiccups still live on.
Yes.
Right.
But yeah, I am so excited. I did not expect us to be getting Farrell just because of where he was projected to go in the draft. I knew that we would have to either reach for him, quote unquote reach, or trade back in order to get him, at the natural spot where he'd be picked up. But Mayock and Gruden just basically decided, no, this is the dude we want. Nobody else wants to trade with us. We're just taking him at number 4.
That's our guy.
And I was speechless, and then I jumped up and down when I saw that's what they did.
Hey, me too.
Yeah,
So did my dog.
all right.
It was awesome. I knew that you guys would be excited. I knew that a lot of people would be disappointed because somehow they think that taking a quarterback in the first round is a good idea when we have a quarterback who is a franchise quarterback, by the way. But
Fuck off.
my girls, you know who knew? You know who knows better than anybody else? My girls do.
We do.
Goddamn right.
That's true. Hard to argue with the truth.
Hard to. People will try. Because they always
And now, and now everyone's like, why didn't you get Josh Allen? Why didn't you get Ed Oliver?
Mm-hmm.
And the fact of the matter is, they wouldn't have fit our scheme as well.
Yeah, there was a reason. There was a reason that Farrell was the number one guy.
Yeah, with Oliver, we have a couple of really good defensive tackles that it would have just crowded it out even more. And Josh would have been great if we didn't run a 4-3.
Mm-hmm.
But he just wasn't that perfect fit for us. Farrell was the perfect fit.
Yep.
On top of being, high floor, low cylinder athletes, ones that would be consistent. They
Right.
wanted consistent players.
Yeah, we want guys who are going to be here for a decade. That's what we expect.
Yes.
I love how they determined the draft formula this year. I love how Mayock did that. Because we're getting back to... Now, we were not always the good guys. We've not always been the best. But we have always had a certain respectability about us, I would say. John Madden always said, act like a champion. Carry yourself as such. And we've had too many seasons in a row that have been just... We're losers, we act like it, and we look like it.
That's gross.
Yeah. So it's time to get back to greatness. It's time to commit ourselves to excellence again and regain some of our pride and poise.
You and your beautiful words.
I try.
And she just comes up with it off the top of her head.
Sometimes.
I know, what is this? And I'm over here like hiccuping and can't say words and...
She's over there waxing poetically. Yo, Tupac, does this sound natural?
Angry might be classy, but she always has Taco Bell.
Hey, what's wrong with Taco Bell?
Nothing. I love Taco Bell.
My
It's
son
the
works there.
closest fast food restaurant to my house.
I had Taco Bell yesterday, and it was cool. I was going to go eat at Letty's with my friend at 4 o'clock. So I just wanted to call and confirm we were still on and just grab something really light at Taco Bell to hold me over. So I pull into Taco Bell and I'm just like, okay, 2 Dorito Locos Fire tacos, just the regular ones. And they're like, okay, no problem. That'll be, what, $18 of what they charge now.
I thought you were being serious for a second. I'm like, where the hell do you live? What Taco Bell is by your house?
I remember when those tacos were like 79 cents when I
do
was in
too.
college.
They're like $3 each now.
Oh my God, it's ridiculous.
So anyways, just meaning to, just sliver through the drive-thru really quick, grab 2 tacos and go home and eat, and then prep to hit a real restaurant in a few hours. Well, one of my buddies is working the window.
Uh-oh.
So you know what that means.
He hooked
Free
you up,
food.
huh?
I got a hell of a lot more than just 2 tacos.
The other
And I
good thing
guess-
about Taco Bell is it's so shitty, you don't even have to reheat it. You just eat it later and it's fine.
It's the same.
It's gross.
Yeah, so, she hooked me up with like these churro bites and everything and all these sauces, the sauces that you pay for, not just the packets and stuff. So I like roll home. Like this could be like a 7-piece spread or something. But I didn't want it to go to waste, so I ate all of it.
Nice. So did you go to Letty's too, or?
Yeah.
It's like no shame.
What's the
I ate
moral
all
of
the
the story?
tacos. How many tacos did you have, Heidi? All of them.
Oh, we were
Right.
supposed to count? I don't know.
Oh, that's why you just say all of them.
Yeah.
Well, it is Cinco de Mayo weekend, so it's okay.
It's taco weekend. This is what happens. It's only
Yeah.
right. You're just
I agree.
embracing your Hispanic heritage, right, Heidi?
C.
Yeah. All right. Anyways, can we get off the tacos? I'm getting hungry.
Okay.
Back to the draft.
Back to the draft. Well, I have one guy that I wanted to go over who didn't get drafted,
Okay.
although he should have. He was projected to go into the 4th round, and he's a local boy. His name is Keelan Doss. He is a wide receiver out of UC Davis. And he grew up as a Raiders fan. It was just the teams somehow thought he might have gotten picked up and had. It's like the teams didn't know he was still on the board. It's really weird. And then, like, after the end of the draft, then the list comes out of all these guys that were not picked that are undrafted free agents. And people are looking at this list saying, oh my God, this guy's still available. I thought somebody grabbed him. So,
And lo and behold.
Keelan Doss is just sitting there pouting, upset because he had been ranked as the number 99th prospect in the nation.
Can I just pause for a second? Why are we looking at your boobs that say mental health, Jenny?
Because I had to like pick my nose for a second. I didn't want you to see me.
Okay, well, anyways, moving on. Heidi. Sorry, it's just really weird.
I'm
We're
sorry,
not-
that's not getting cut either.
Okay,
She paused it.
we're not the adults. I didn't pause it. It's on there.
Oh, fuck you.
I think she was just saying, I'm going to pause the thought.
Yeah,
what
I
the
was,
hell are
I
you
was asking
doing?
Heidi to
Oh.
pause. I was asking Heidi to pause for a moment.
Oh, okay.
You're still on there talking about picking your nose.
Well, that's fine. I have a cool shirt on. It says hockey supports mental illness.
It says mental health.
I hope it doesn't support mental
Sorry,
illness.
that's what I meant.
Oh, Lord.
It could say Heidi supports mental illness.
Oh,
and that would be accurate.
All right, moving on. Back to Keelan Doss.
Yes. So anyways, after the draft, he's sitting there, surrounded by friends and family, wondering why the hell didn't I not get drafted? I was in the top 100 ranking of prospects, and all of a sudden, he starts getting phone calls.
Of
A
course.
lot of phone calls. He got called by 14 different teams.
Holy cow. That has to be a record.
Yeah. He got called by 14 different teams to have him signed as an undrafted free agent. Well, the Raiders called. It wasn't just the Raiders. John Gruden called.
Of course.
John Gruden called more than once.
Oh, did he?
And he basically said, you know what? We do have a lot of receivers in our room, but you have a legit shot of making it.
Nice.
You have a just legit shot of making the roster. And so he had to think about it for, 2-3 seconds.
I was going to say, that had to be pretty quick.
And I believe that yesterday he already made his way to rookie minicamp.
Yay!
Yeah, so
That's amazeballs. I'm so glad to hear that.
yeah,
I love those hometown stories.
yeah. And I think that he just might make that roster and make somewhat of a difference.
Now, we also signed Fresno's QB, didn't we? As an undrafted free agent?
No, he was invited for tryouts.
Oh,
at-
okay. Tryouts.
at
I
the
knew
rookie
he was in there somewhere. I know you like him. And
Marcus
so,
McMarion.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, we'll see.
There was another Bulldog that went to the tryout too. I just can't remember his name. Butler Smith. It was a common name.
Okay. Well, we'll find out if he gets picked up.
Yeah.
We'll know
And-
next week.
I mean, I'm really glad that McMarion is going to have the opportunity to try out, but I also recognize how very unusual it is for someone to come into the tryouts and actually end up staying on the team and hooking up on a team.
Yeah,
Not easy at all.
that's true. All right, well. How did you, I hate doing draft grades, but in your estimation, Heidi, where do you think we landed in our draft? I know you think we killed it. Do you think anybody else had a better draft?
I don't care what other people think.
Did we have the best draft in our division?
Yes.
Easy. Boom.
If I was going to give a letter grade, I would give a letter grade of an A-.
Nice. I'll take that.
Yeah.
Legit.
I think that's totally legit.
And I think that our undrafted free agents that we signed right after the draft helped solidify that foundation as an A foundation.
Absolutely.
I've got a couple other people I just want to mention real fast. Raiders' second-round draft pick, Trayvon Mullen. He is one heck of a cover corner. He really is. He has had a really successful college career. In 801 coverage snaps that he covered, he did not allow any touchdowns.
That is amazing. We haven't had a corner like that in a long time.
Yeah.
Gary Conley's great. I think he's better than any of the stats show that he is. But to have a pair of corners like that, it's invaluable.
Yeah, but Mullen, the QBR that he allowed, or the passer rating that he allowed. I know there's so many different ones for so many different names.
Yeah.
But the passer rating was just 51.1 in
Nice.
his career, along with giving up no touchdowns in 801 snaps.
That's nice. That's amazing.
Yeah. So I'm kind of excited about him. Wasn't exactly a well-known name, right off the bat, but I'm really looking forward to him.
As are we.
Yeah. And the my other little favorite guy, farther down in the draft, although we did move up to get him, is Hunter Renfrow.
Third and Renfro.
I love Hunter. And he is going to be not just a slot receiver, which is, of course, where everyone is putting him,
Right.
but he has, Gruden yesterday, he said, we're going to move around Antonio Brown a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And that means Renfrow has to be able to move around a lot, too,
Right.
and do a lot of things. Not just line up in the slot. He is also going to have to move to the right, to the left, the inside, the outside, go in motion, do all that. And it's something that we're going to have to find out as we move on and as he's developing those skills better and better.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to be a real little renaissance man.
Yeah. I'm excited to see him. He's going to be like our very own Cole Beasley.
Yeah.
I love Cole Beasley.
I know. We got a little mini version of him. And he doesn't look anything like Doogie Howser or Mike Mayock. Nothing. I looked
Did
at
you
him.
get any more mini than Cole Beasley?
He's a younger Cole Beasley.
Hunter is he is going to be Julian Edelman
I'll take
without
that.
being without actually having to be Julian Edelman as a person.
As, not the douchebag.
Right. Just the plain.
I'll take that. Just the plain version.
Totally.
Not douchebag coded.
Yeah. So he's the Julian I cannot talk today. You'd
That
think
seems to be going around.
Yeah, you would think that I'd been sleeping all afternoon and I just dragged myself awake. Oh, wait.
Could that be true?
That could possibly have been true.
All right, well, we've got hiccups and yawning and a lot of ums.
Did I yawn?
No,
Oh,
you're
okay.
hiccuping.
I quit hiccuping.
Heidi's trying not to yawn. I think that's what's going on here.
Oh.
See,
Yeah,
there it goes.
well.
All right, Heidi.
And finally, I would like to close with this thought. It was said by a very wise man long time ago. And it's something that critics of the Raiders should take to heart. But an ancient man who is now revered in modern society said this: as we've been telling you for a long time, we think Derek is a franchise quarterback. It's going to take something pretty special to overcome that. We love Derek Carr. We love what we think he's capable of doing in the future.
Was that Socrates?
May Socrates.
Mayocrates.
Mayocrates.
Jeez, talk about me waxing poetic. Look at you over there.
I just thought, hey, that's a good way to end a draft reaction show for a draft where not one quarterback for us was drafted.
Mm-hmm.
Not one quarterback was signed for us as an undrafted free agent.
Mm-hmm.
We do have at least a quarterback or two coming to the rookie tryout, but that means nothing.
Well, yeah, because right now, who are our backups? Nobody good.
Norm Peterson.
Norm Peterson.
And Landry Jones.
Giraffe guy.
And
what's his name? The giraffe guy. Mike. No. I can't remember his name. We're so bad at this.
Glennon. Mike Glennon.
Yes, thank you. I just call him Giraffe Guy. He looks very much like he could reach the top of a tree.
Maybe he could. Maybe he would not die of starvation in the zombie apocalypse. Maybe he would be able to stay in like the top floor of an apartment building and just eat the trees that are, eye level with him.
You can just reach out there and grab them.
Yeah.
All right, Heidi. That was a great closing statement. I love it.
I thought so. I just found it was interesting that, Socrates wrote that about us so many years ago.
Yeah. It's like he knew.
Yeah. It's as if he
Sometimes
did.
it happens.
Yeah.
All right, Heidi. Well, thank you as always. You are amazing. This post-draft
are you.
reaction show is awesome because we have so much going on. We're like a circus right now. It's great.
Cool.
We have poets and we have hiccups and we have yawners and sneezers.
Do you have hippos?
We don't have any hippos. But that can be arranged.
We're like our own set of dwarves.
Well, I've seen a lot of hippos
Johnny,
on Facebook
Hippie.
and on Twitter lately, and it seems like the hippos are kind of in again.
Well, hippos are actually about to be put on the endangered species list. Their numbers are dwindling, and they are about to actually cull the population, which is really sad to me. Africa, you suck. Stop it.
I hate people.
They're already endangered, and you're going to go out and cull the population and kill like 25% of the hippos that are left. Way to go, humans.
I hate people.
I do too. I think we can all agree on that. That's the one salient, consistent belief on this show. People suck.
Yeah.
I like you guys, but you guys are it.
Well, we're not really
We're
people.
okay.
We're like cats in human bodies.
A lot of people hate cats too.
We don't.
That's okay. I'll hate them.
And the feeling's mutual.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Heidi, again, thank you. As always,
and thank
it was
you for
amazing.
having me again.
Yes. And we will have you on next show, of course, where we will have another installment of the Heidi game.
I will be there. Yay. I'll be there with bells on.
No bells. They don't come through very well in the recording.
Damn
Just kidding.
it.
You're always allowed to have bells. Always.
Need more cowbell.
Well, thanks, Heidi. And now it's time for our silver and black throwback.
CMPN presents the Ladies of Darkness podcast. It's time to go back to the good old days. Hit that silver and black throwback. Cheer. You're listening to a Crow's Nest Podcast Network production. Raider Nation. All Raiders. All the time. Tune in wherever podcasts are found.
On May 16th in 1960, Kezar Stadium announced as Raiders' home stadium for the 1960 season. Our very first season. Yay!
Whoa. Yay!
1969, May 10th. The Pro Football Realignment finds the Cleveland Browns, Baltimore Colts at the time, Pittsburgh Steelers, moving to the American League Conference in 1970. Colts joined Boston, Buffalo, Miami, and New York in one division. So that's how that was broken up when they initially merged the two leagues.
Nice. Like the Baltimore Colts.
Yes. The Browns and the Steelers joined Houston and Cincinnati in another, and Kansas City, Denver, San Diego, and Oakland remained together in the third division, which made up the AFC conference. Kablamo.
And now it's just a mess.
Now it's just a mess.
May 11th, 1979, Pete Banashak, did I say it right?
Yes, you did. Yay!
Retires after 13 seasons at running back for the Raiders.
Pete, thank you for the holy roller.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I thought you said wait, not
No,
Pete.
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 That was like your favorite play in all time.
It is one of my favorite plays of all time. Well, you know, I mean, it's part of our intro, so.
Yeah. May 7th, 1982, U.S. Federal District Court jury unanimously finds for the Raiders and against the NFL on both the antitrust count and bad faith charges, setting up court order to prevent Raiders from being illegally stopped from moving to Los Angeles. This opened up the door for Raiders to move from Oakland to Los Angeles.
Yay! See, this maybe has something to do with why the Raiders are still not in the NFL's good graces. They have handed a lot of money over to Al Davis in the years.
They be holding grudges for years and years to come.
Mm-hmm. Yep. All right, let's move on. It's now time for our Lady Killer.
Lady Killer.
Who's the lady killer?
Baby, I'm low down, girl. I've been watching your...
Jenny, who's our Lady Killer this week?
Josh Jacobs. Okay, I'm not going to do it.
Okay, don't
but
do it. Please
Josh
don't.
Jacobs.
Josh has the most amazing story, and this is why we have to do this. Okay, so he grew up in a broken home. He went to live with his father before his father had gained full custody of Josh and his siblings, but during this time, he started to see how tough of a position he was in. While he was in elementary school, Josh and his father would sleep in their Suburban, crazy, or move from motel to motel looking for the best weekly rates. Soon, Josh's siblings would join them, and his father did his very best to keep them all together, even though it meant staying in rough parts of town, living in the back of a Suburban, moving from motel to motel. It was rough. Because of this, he wasn't properly recruited for college, and he ended up putting his own highlight plays online and on Twitter, which started the recruitment ball rolling and got him into Alabama.
Wow.
Even when he first started college, he would often choose to sleep on the floor of his dorm room because that's where he was used to sleeping and he felt more comfortable. Josh now has the opportunity to show his son, who is 3 years old, his name is Braxton, a very different life, but he wants to make sure that Braxton understands his roots in order to make this new life meaningful to him. I feel like I'm on like a football life. Josh is a fine young man and high character player and will forge ahead as he leads our new rookie class of Lady Killers.
Oh,
That was a beautiful way to close that.
it was.
This was written by our wonderful producer, Heidi. Heidi wears a couple of hats. But seriously, bro, that was beautiful. Heidi,
It was.
beautifully done. So, Josh Jacobs, welcome to Lady Killer. And
He had a
welcome
hell
to
of
the
a father.
Raiders. Goddamn right you
Yeah.
do.
Welcome to the Raiders.
Yep. It's still hard for single men to be, single dads. It's still hard. And 5 kids, my goodness. This guy was raised in the worst possible conditions to be one of the best possible human beings. Great dude. I'm so excited to have him. He's perfect.
Me too.
Yay! And now it's time for Seriously Bro.
You know we all have our moments. Some of them earn a place on our wall of shame. Seriously, bro.
This week on Seriously Bro. Why did nobody listen to us when we said we weren't drafting a quarterback?
Because everyone is stupid.
Yeah, there it is. Seriously, bro.
Seriously,
Have
bro.
you people not learned that I speak fluent Gruden?
Yeah.
Am I wrong about Gruden often? Doesn't happen often.
No, but there's a lot of people out there that don't trust Gruden and don't like Gruden. And all I have to say about that is seriously, bro?
Seriously, bro. Find a new team. He's our guy. You have him for a decade. So you either learn to like him or move on. This is your option. Choose wisely, my friend.
Yes.
Seriously, bro.
Seriously, bro.
And the thing for me is like everybody thought so much. There's all this controversy. Oh my God, they kicked the draft scouts out of the room because this, that, and the other thing. No, they didn't. They just wanted to make sure you idiots didn't realize that you're idiots. Keep talking. Go ahead. Keep on going.
It was
Seriously,
kind of
bro.
comical
It was
watching.
It was
all of this
hilarious watching the first round of the draft.
Yep.
One quarterback
Yeah.
gone. Another quarterback gone. Another quarterback gone. Seriously, bro?
None of them to the Raiders.
None of them at all. Not a
You know
one.
why?
Why?
Because we have a quarterback.
Seriously, bro. And he's a Lady Killer Hall of Famer, by the way. His name is Derek Carr. If you don't know him, get to know him. You're probably rooting for the wrong team. You might be listening to the wrong podcast. But it's okay. We're here to educate. That's what we do. We love all people. But understand, you better come correct if you're coming. Seriously, bro.
We love all people, but we love Carr more.
Yes, we do. That's perfectly stated, Jenny. Thank you.
You're welcome. I have a
So,
few words.
seriously, bro, I have to say, though, this was my favorite draft in a really long time. And do you know why?
Why?
It's not because we basically just pulled the wool over everybody's eyes. It's because in doing so, we still got surprised. It was still
Yeah.
like Christmas for us. It was
It was
amazing.
fun.
I had a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
I love not knowing who we're going to draft. That's the point. I don't want to wake up on Christmas morning going, I already know what I got. So
Yep.
what's the point of today? There's
Well,
Yeah, what's the point? There is none. I want to be surprised. I want to be excited. I want this to be like my Christmas, or as I call it, my Easter. Because you get to pick up all these eggs, you get to find them. I don't need a map. I just need to know that whoever we pick up is in the best interest of our team. And right now we have the best possible people in charge to be able to give us that. And I'm so happy about it. I can't wait until next year's draft. And I hate to say that because I don't like drafts. I love the draft. I hate everything leading up to the draft. It's awful. Absolutely awful.
Oh, yeah, we're done with the,
Stop yawning and talking.
sorry, we're done with the mock drafts, but now we have to see all of the draft grades and all the other crap that goes along with that.
And the way too early 2020 mock drafts. People are doing that.
What?
Yeah, it happens. I've
That's
seen
gross.
a half a dozen already. They're terrible. So seriously, bro, let us have Christmas. Let us have Easter. Let us have our thing. We like surprises too. So
And let us have Derek Carr.
yeah, leave us be with our wonderful quarterback that we love. Feel free to come at me though. It's kind of fun for me.
Come at me, bro.
Come at me, bro. All right, well, I think that's a good time, huh?
Yeah, perfect. Thanks for joining us on Ladies of Darkness, a Crow's Nest Podcast Network production. If you're interested in donating some money to keep the ladies in the dark, please do so. Our PayPal link will be on all of our social media accounts.
We have to fix that because it's not there yet, but it will be. Also, please consider giving us a call. We beat you over the head with this severely and fiercely and often. 802-328-1867. If you did call this week and we missed it, we apologize and you will be on next week. However, please call again. We want to hear all those draft reactions. And come give us a call and do a shout out to your mom. We love those.
Yeah, it's Mother's Day next week.
Mother's Day next week. And we are moms, so we don't mind getting those happy Mother's Day wishes either. Just saying. Just throwing that out there.
Jenny.
Jenny.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day, Jenny. Wait, do it again. Do it again.
Jenny. Happy Mother's Day, Jenny.
Best voicemail ever. Make sure to keep your eye out on our social media. Obviously, we are doing giveaways. Heidi has put together some amazing little prize packets. I gotta say they're awesome. For my birthday, she also sent me a Raiders air freshener for my car, and that's one of the things that's included in some of the prize packets. It's awesome. I love it.
It is
Not
awesome.
too fruity, not too musky. It's a nice
perfect.
neutral kind of It's
It
nice.
obstructs my view a little bit, but I don't care.
Yeah. I don't give a shit either. Whatever. It could be so much worse. Anyways. And also make sure that what was our thing?
What?
We were doing a poll. I forgot what our poll was already.
Oh,
Watch for the poll.
What we should do for our next thirst list.
Oh yeah, the thirst list. Look for
Yeah.
the poll. Give us your thirst list ideas. Because we're going to start working on those. It's May already. We got to start working on it like now.
Yeah, because it took forever to do last time.
Oh, well, we were only doing like 5 at a time. So.
No, but like to create it.
Oh
took me a
yeah,
long
that's
time.
because you did homework and like
I
research. You did some sort of mathematical equations to figure
I
it out.
took it very seriously. I had
Jenny
like an
takes her work.
algorithm and everything.
She does. It's crazy. She has this whole program written up. So this year it should be easier. We would hope. Anyways, thank you for joining us, and we will catch you next week.
Go Raiders.
Go Raiders.